Hello, welcome to Just Prime, and as part of this video we are going to see Java if else statement and logical operators. So how to use these two together and with an examples. So by the end of this video you will get a clear idea what is if else statement exactly and logical operators. So how to use these two combinations, the different criterias. So we are going to see these examples. Okay. Yeah, so before going to the program, so let me show you what are the different types of logical operators is there and their corresponding symbols. I'll show you. Yeah, so this is the three logical operators we are going to use as per our demonstration: AND operator, logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. So these three operators we are going to use it for our if else statement understanding purpose. So along with these logical operators, I'm going to use the relational operators what we have saw in previous videos. So basically we are going to use if else statement, logical operators and relational operators. So these three we are going to use it as part of our if else statement understanding. Okay, let me dive into the program immediately so that we can able to understand more and better. Okay, open my Eclipse. So I just opened my Eclipse. I'm going to create a new Java project called if else statement understanding. So let me go to others. So I'm given the program name is if else example. So let me finish it. Don't create. No. Yeah, so our program is ready. So this program is empty. Inside src we don't have any Java files, so I'm going to create a simple Java class called if else demo, if else example. Yeah, this is my class name. I'm going to select public static void main so that it will generate the default method. Yes, I'm going to delete these lines. Now our class is ready, so it's ready to use. So far how we are doing, we are declaring a variable and we are and assigning the value like 10, 20, whatever, and using it. So as part of this example, I'm not going to hardcode the value. I'm going to take the input from the user by using scanner class. As per the last video, we have already seen scanner class, how to use it, how to read the inputs from the user. So I'm going to use that approach. So that is a better interactive way to test or to understand the if else condition. So let me write scanner sc equal to new scanner. So you have to import this class. So import we have not discussed it so far, so we will be discussing in soon. Okay, so for now, for this video understanding purpose, you just try to write this line as it is and import this line, so then it will work for you. User imports reading. Okay, so now our scanner is ready to read the inputs from the user. So now I'm going to ask the user, please enter an input. So how to write sys out control spacebar, so it will generate this one. So you can enter here, please provide input, please provide number. Okay, so when we are giving this statement to the user, so user will provide an input or number, so that I'm going to store into integer num variable name and sc dot next int. So this is the way we can able to read the value from the user and we can able to store the number into integer. So now our number is ready. So if else statement we need to understand. So that's our main agenda of this video. So if else statement is mainly used to check the possible condition or possible matches of a given input or given criteria. What are the condition which will satisfy one or more? In that cases we need to check each and every condition, which condition it will satisfy, and correspondingly we need to display output to the user, or we need to run the number of lines on basis of the condition satisfaction. Basically if else statement is mainly useful for to check the possible condition of acceptance or satisfaction. So this is the main use case of if else statement. So let me write the syntax. First we have to write if this is a keyword, so open bracket, close bracket. So in this open bracket, close bracket, basically we have to write the condition of the check. What condition we are going to verify? So I am going to verify if num equal to 5. So what I am trying to do here, if the user is provided number 5, then I want to display something. So what is this operator? This operator is to called as a relational operator. So we have already seen this operator usage as part of the previous example. So I'm going to write here if number is 5, right? So once user provide the number equal to 5, then I'm going to display this statement to the user. Say for instance user not provided 5, provided something else. So I'm looking for else. If another condition possible, check. So here I'm going to write num equal to 10. So this is the way I can able to check all possible conditions. Accordingly, I am going to display to the user corresponding results. Say for instance, we have already tried the possible condition from outside, but user given some other input which is not matching to any of our condition. So in that case, we can display so we can say unable to predict. So we are suspecting user might provided 5 or user might provided 10 or user might provided something else that we are not able to predict it. So this is the way we can able to use if else condition, and we can able to check all possible condition as per our understanding. And if none of the condition is satisfying based on the user input, we are going to provide a default results. So this is the default results if it is not satisfying first condition, second condition, and the last one is the default one. So this is the way we can able to read the input from the user, and we can able to check all possible condition as per our understanding, and we can able to provide a default condition of execution also, default results also we can able to display to the user. So now how to run or how to see the results of this program. Okay, first let me close this one. We don't need all those things right now. Yeah, so now I'm going to run this program. Running this program is very easy. You can right click, select run as Java program, and it will ask please provide a number. So I'm going to provide 10. Press enter. So it's saying the number is 10. So this is very easy. It satisfied the second condition and it is printing the results. Okay, now let me run again. So now I'm going to give 5. Press enter. So it's saying number is 5. So both the condition we have tested, right? Now let me run again one more time and I'll give the value something else. I'm going to give now 15. Press enter. So now it's saying unable to predict. So it fall under default condition satisfaction. So this is the way you can able to use if else or else condition, and you can able to write your satisfy condition, what are the conditions or what are the values you are looking for, and based on that you can provide the inputs to the user. Okay, so this is one of the way we can use it, if else condition with the relational operators. Now I'm going to use the second example as logical operators. It's little bit complex than this example. So this example is fine, so I'm going to comment this example all the lines. Yes, so I just commented all these lines. So we have already ran this example and we have already see the output, right? So we don't need this one. Okay, so now let me put it down. Yeah, now I'm going to write another example to understanding more with logical operators. So let me write here example. So as part of the second example, what I'm trying to here, so I'm going to check the value. It is in a specific range of the value. So here we are checking exact value 5 or 10. Now I'm going to write a if else condition. The value may fall under a specific range. So that's my second example. Okay, so let me write here if x is greater than 20 and x is less than 50. So basically what I'm trying to do here, it's not x, it's a number, right? So our number, yeah, so this is one of the logical operator I'm trying to use here, and with the combination of a relational operator. So this greater than, less than, this example we have already seen as part of the previous videos, so which is useful to check the left and right operands, and based on that it will give a boolean value, right? And similarly left side it will generate a boolean value, true or false. And finally based on the results what it's coming out, true or false, if it is true then you can able to execute this statement. If it is totally false then the statement will not execute. Now come back to the AND logical operators. What is this AND will do? The left side combination of results production and right side of results, if both results are true then the all together it will generate a true. Actually if any of the left or right side operate or results execution results is false, then the overall if condition will become results false. So basically whenever you are reaching logical AND operator, so the left and right side results should produce as a true, then only it will execute, else it will become false. So that's the way you can use logical AND operator, which will satisfy both the left and right conditions, then only if condition will be executed. So that's the way this logical AND will be useful to satisfy left and right operators execution. Okay, so in this case what I'm going to write, so I'm saying here value is in 20 to 50, 60, 20 to 50 range. Okay, this is one of the check I'm doing, and let me write another check here. If user provided some different boundaries value, so I'm going to write here so here, so I'm checking value might be in greater than 50 and value might be in less than 100. So I'm going to check another boundary condition over here. So if it satisfies, I'm going to display value is in 50 to 100 range. So this is the secondary boundary check what I have written. And last one I'm going to write, I'm saying here out of range. So this is the way we can able to check the range of the given input. Is it between 20 to 50 or 50 to 100? Okay, so this is one of the use case or example of logical AND operator. Okay, now let me run this program and see the results by providing some of the values in a range. So I'm going to provide now the value is 25. So it is printing value is in 20 to 50 range. So that's correct. 25 is in between 20 and 50 range. Now let me run one more trial. I'm going to give now the value is 55. Yes, correct. It's saying value is in 50 to 100 range. This is perfect. Now let me run the last trial. Let me give 105. Sorry. So I have to provide here 105 saying out of range. So it's perfectly executing all the satisfy condition and providing the results to the user. So this is one of the use case of a logical and previously we saw equal to operator. Now I'm going to show you another use case of, yeah, I just commented it out. So let me write another example. So as part of this example I'm going to use logical not, right? So here as part of the previous example I will just take this one so that we no need to retype again. Yes, so I'm going to take this example. So this is the relational operator what I used it. I'm going to use here now not operator, not equal to. So I'm going to use here basically not operator. So how to use this not operator, right? So here let me write here. So this is the way we can use not operator and write the condition here. So basically not, so what are the condition you are executing here and what are the boolean value we are producing here, and finally we are reverting the this in the results by putting the not operator here. Let me write here x is greater than n, right? I'm going to remove all these conditions. So I'm going to check here. Yeah, so basically now, right? So if x greater than 10, I have to put x is not greater than 10, right? So first if it results true, then finally I'm making false, then I'm printing the results in different way. So if I give x equal to 11, what will become? This condition will become true, and finally we are making not, right? So I have to display here the results such a way that right. So this is the way I can able to make the overall number is revert or not number, its results will become reverting of the boolean value and displaying the value, correct? So let me run this one and let me show you this example. Yes, I'm going to give now 5. So 5 greater than 10 is a false. False will become totally, I am reverting false to true, and I am going to print is not. So let me kill it. So I had given the print wrong, so I'm just rerunning again. Yes, so I'm going to give the output as a 5. So 5 greater than 10, so that is wrong, false. False will, I'm making reverting false to true, and I'm going to print it, press enter. So num is not greater than 10. So this is the way we can use not a logical operator, and we can revert the entire results from true to false or false to true. So this is one of the use case of logical operator. So let me comment it out. So I'm going to use another logical operator. The last logical operator is equal to R. So I'm going to use very simple way, x equal to 5. This is one of my check, or right. So what I'm trying to do here, whether x might be 5 or x might be 10, if any one of these condition is satisfied either left or right, then I'm displaying x might be 5 or 10. So it's quite opposite to logical AND operator. Logical AND operator will expect both left and right side to satisfy the condition and to make the results as true, the logical AND will execute, whereas logical OR it can execute whether left or right side operator is true or any one is true, then this logical OR operator will produce the results. Whether left side is true or right side is true or both side is true, it will produce. But if both the sides left and right will become a false, then it will not produce the results. It will not execute these results statement. So that's the way logical OR operator can be used to check or to satisfy any one of the condition, either left or right side condition should be satisfied. In that case, you can use logical OR operator. So I'm going to type here. So this is one of the condition. I'm going to write here another check 20 or 30. So this is one of the check and the default condition I'm going to write here. So I'm just right here unable to predict. So I will just copy and paste it. Yeah. So what we are trying to understand here, first we are trying to check whether any one of these left or right side conditions should satisfy. I'm going to print this statement. Similarly, in else also with the different values, I'm going to check OR condition, either 20 or 30. If any one condition is satisfied, I'm going to print the value. If any one of the condition or both the condition are not satisfied, then I'm going to print the value unable to predict. So this is the last default condition. Okay, so this is the way you can use OR condition, and you can check the condition must be true either left side or right side or both sides. So in that case, the condition or if statement will produce true and the condition will be executed or displayed. So let me run this scenario and we will see the output. So let me provide the input is 10. So it's saying value might be in 5 or 10, right? So this is the condition satisfied and this statement got executed. So now let me rerun again one more time and let me give a different range of inputs. Go to give, sorry. So I'm giving here now the second trial 30. So it's displaying value might be in 20 or 30. So the second if else statement got satisfied and this got executed completely. Now let me give a last trial. I'm going to give now 40. So it's saying unable to predict. So the default condition got executed and it got resulted. So this is the way you can use logical OR operator, and we can able to check the condition satisfaction, either it's left side or right side or both the sides. So this is the way you can able to use the logical operators. Yeah, I think that's all about this video, the usage of logical and or not and if else statement. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like the video you can click the like button and subscribe the channel for more subsequent updates. Thank you.